Okay, well, okay, hello, good morning. Yeah, so I've actually done quite a bit on the service since last time. Like now, it's actually like CSB, Excalidraw. We have the Code Sandbox logo. If I refresh here, we actually see the Excalidraws here as these thumbnails, which is really cool. And of course, I can just click one to get into it. And so on. But what we're going to do today, we are going to, let's see, localhost. Is it 3000 now? Yeah. So we have these previews. And let's just create a new one. And what we need to do is that if we look into our Firestore storage here, I've realized that I actually do want access to this metadata. And the problem is that now the metadata is actually in the same document as the actual elements and the app state. So we need to create a new collection called Excalidraw data, which uses the same ID, but it holds the elements and the app state. That means that we can actually retrieve metadata in the dashboard without loading the actual content of the Excalidraw. And I think that's important. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is to move that. We're also going to make some UI changes, and yes, some UI changes, and I want to add like collaboration support. I don't think we have time to do that, or I can at least like put a rule in there so that I can test it. But the complexity of adding like sharing support is that we need to be able to search the users, and there's really no good way to do that in Firestore. Typically, if you want a good way to do that, you want to connect it to Algolia and stuff, but that requires quite a bit of implementation. So I'm not sure what we're going to do that, and I'm not sure if the feature is really valid. So yeah, I'm going to test it. Also, we want to, if you're someone has shared an Excalidraw with you, it should pop up on the dashboard, right? Which also adds complexity. So I believe we definitely need like a Firebase function for it. And that means that, yeah, we basically need, did we use like email for the, no, it's identifier. Yeah. So we probably need, what we can do is that we can expose the identifier on, for example, the dashboard. Or we need this popover thing, because we also need to delete an Excalidraw. Which can show the identifier, and then you can give that identifier to someone, and they can like paste it into an input, which runs a Firebase function, and that Firebase function will kind of put that person into the right spot in the database, so that we both get a list on the dashboard where you can see all the Excalidraws that's been shared with you, and we also get the proper access control to it. Anyways, we're going to fix this one thing first. Where we split up storing the actual data. So that means when we actually when we load this stuff, Excalidraw stuff, we have the Excalidraw IDs. Here I don't want Excalidraw IDs. I want to create a new type called Excalidraw, and what we have here is we have the author, which is a string. What did we call it? Last updated. Yeah, last updated, which is a number. And so this is what we actually have currently, only those two things. But here we would also have a list of users we actually had shared this thing with. Cool. So this is actually what we get back here. So we are not going to have Excalidraw IDs. We're going to have Excalidraws, and it's going to be an array of Excalidraw. Excalidraws, like that. And we are going to pass in some Excalidraws here. Excalidraws. Just need to replace these ones. It's pretty straightforward. Cool. And then we have Excalidraw should be doc data as Excalidraw. Cool. So currently this might hold some data on some. Yeah, I probably delete the database for this. I hope nobody has started using it yet. Okay. So now we have the Excalidraws, and now we are actually able to. Oh, we actually need a UID for it as well. So that means on the as Excalidraw, we need to combine, let's see, the data and UID doc. Oh, let's call it ID. I'm a little bit confused by that. Let's call it ID. We do definitely need the ID as well. So this would now be an Excalidraw. And then instead of passing, we're going to pass the actual Excalidraw. Excalidraw. Yeah. Now this is the preview. Should we maybe have a types file? Let's have a types file. And let's call it metadata. Yeah, let's just call it metadata. So we're getting ID, well, metadata. And again, we can bring this in from here. And now it will be metadata ID, metadata ID, metadata ID. Okay, so now we're actually, we're grabbing like the full record now. But now we need to, oh, did we do something wrong? What we need to do now is that inside the Excalidraw, when we actually save, we don't want to save, we need to create like a new constant here. So we have Excalidraw's collection, and then Excalidraw's data collection. Excalidraw's data. And the thing is, let's see, when we go and grab this data, we are going to use the Excalidraw's data collection. And you're going to yell at me. Oh, just give me 2 seconds. I just need to, let me just, I'm just working on something. Cool. I just made a video, you see. I'm having a meeting, and I make a lot of videos when I'm actually going to write an article about that. I make a lot of videos to align people on technical implementations, and it's really effective because we're dealing with a lot of complexity at Code Sandbox, and like just talking about it and writing about it is just impossible. You have to visualize. Anyways, so the Excalidraw's data collection has the same ID. Now the thing is, this doc might not exist. So if it exists, yeah, we're not even going to check that thing. It has data if, oh yeah. And doc, yeah, and I can't do this, right? No, it doesn't understand that. If the document exists, it does have data. That's the point. But if it doesn't exist, we are actually going to, we're not going to dispatch a loading error. We're actually going to dispatch the same. It's a success. Oops. But we are going to say, oh, so we have Excalidraw date. Let's move this as well into types. Oh, we also have version. Should that be part of the metadata or the data? Do we care about the version? I don't think we do. No, let's put it on the metadata. I think. Yeah, let's do that. We don't have the author, we just have elements in app state. That's the stuff we're going to store there. Yeah, so the rest of this stuff is actually on the metadata. User ID, oh. So how do we actually, oh, so we have to go and grab the metadata again. Oh, this is interesting. So when it's loading, we have to do both. And we can do it in parallel. So we can do promise.all. So what we need to do is we need to go and grab the data, but we also need to grab the metadata again. And then this would be metadata and data. Oh, doesn't it? Oh, sorry. Like that. Yeah, document snapshot. So what we need to do is we need to change this. So what we actually want here, we have Excalidraw data and metadata. going to keep the metadata all the way through. So let's first just fix this one. So metadata doc and data doc. So metadata would be metadata data. So we know that this exists, right? So that's okay. And then data would be data doc exists. Is that a function? Oh. So if it exists, it would be data doc data. And this will actually be, so we can say Excalidraw metadata, and this would be, oh, god damn it. As Excalidraw data. So if that's the case, we will have it there, or we will say elements, nothing, app state. Oops. It's like this. And then we can do a success where we don't pass in the author here. Yeah, we actually have to why is it complaining about this? Oh. This is not, god damn it. It's stored as a string. So, how would we do this? Okay, I think we, as elements, string, app state, string, we have to do it like this instead. I think this is the best way to do it. Yeah. Okay, so now we dispatch a success, but we still deal with the error. So if something bad happens to loading this thing, we'll do an error there. And now we actually have to fix everything here. So we need, we're actually going to pass in, yeah, we need to pass in the metadata as well. So loading success should also take the metadata. This is making it quite more complex. So here we should now have the metadata as well. That should be happy. Data, metadata. Just passing it along. Has changed. Oh yeah. Because now, like, we need a version here. And this version is coming from, oh, goddamn. Okay, but that doesn't matter. We just say current context data, and the version will be current context metadata version. That was a little bit annoying. Oh yeah, we don't need the author here. Okay, well this one's nicer now, because now we're getting the new data. We can just set that, and the metadata is the same. Cool. That was a little bit, so this was a little bit worse. But or maybe we should have the version. I don't see any okay, let's remove that. This causes some complications, so I think we should have the version here. It's appealing to have the version without having to download the data, so you could like show the version number as part of the metadata, but I don't see any reason to actually, like, it doesn't give you anything as a user. So yeah, I think we're just going to do, now we can do current context data here instead. And here we would still need metadata. Yeah, I think this is better. We don't need this, and we can just say new data, because that holds the new version as well. This is good. Metadata. Oops. Yeah, this requires some changes, and it looks kind of crazy that we're doing this, right? But this just shows you how powerful it is to do using TypeScript. Like, we can do this refactor, and it will most likely just work. Most likely, unless I've like logically done something I'm not supposed to. And here we grab the metadata again. Oops. And we do the same here. Oh yeah, sorry. Metadata. Cool. Oh, did I forget that? Current context metadata. And the same here. And the same here. So there's quite a bit of it feels almost like props passing, like when we move between these states, and some, like, we don't necessarily need the metadata at this specific state, but it might transition from this to another state where we do need the metadata. So we kind of pass it along, which feels a little bit boilerplate, but it gives us this assurance that we do have to produce a completely new object with a new state every time we actually do a state change. Anyways, so now we are loading. We're loading both the metadata again, and which seems unnecessary because we already did load it on the dashboard, but we didn't necessarily go directly. We might have gone directly to the Excalidraw, or and Firebase caches this stuff, so I don't care about that. So now we have both of them, and then when we do the syncing, we want to do the syncing to the data collection. And this is also nice because now we don't, well, actually we do. So here again, we want to do a promise all where we actually store this stuff in the data. And we actually don't have to merge now, we can just set. But we do want to store last updated as well. And the question is, do we do that at the same time? Or do we do it after? So this is the tricky thing with Firebase, is that you typically need to update multiple fields. So the proper way to do this would be to have like a Firebase function that reacts to setting, like updating the data, and then that function would actually go in and update the last updated field. But we don't want to create that function now, so we're just going to do this at the same time, because it doesn't really matter. Like, we can say that it was updated, but like nothing actually did update. It doesn't matter. Like, no harm done. This definitely needs to be a merge. And what we're going to update here is the last updated at. Cool. So when both of these are okay, we are going to return. Like, this is just waiting for them to actually write. And then we're going to create the Excalidraw image based on the data. We have the image. We're going to put that image into the storage. So that's something I did. I'm using storage now because we can't store blobs directly in the database because it takes up too much space. Cool. Okay, so in theory now, it should be happy. Let's see what happens now. Is this... No, that was the one on... Oh, do I have a local one? Where's my local one? Okay, here's my local one. Okay, so I've started a new one. It loads. I'm doing this. Let's put a color on it. And I'll move back. And it still works. And these still work, like the preview still works, but when I open it, it's probably gone. Yeah, exactly. Oh, what the hell happened here? Ooh, what happened there? This is a different one. When I open... That's interesting. Anyways, I'm going to delete everything now. Let's see. Let's delete this collection. Sorry, users. And let's just create something so we have something to play around with here. So the other thing we're going to do, we're going to make this an SVG. Yeah, anyways, okay. So we got that covered. So now we're actually able to show the date when this was last updated. Isn't there like a package for this? I guess we can use date functions. And there's this thing called... Oh, I'm getting hungry. There is this thing called since. Oh. Oh, isn't it? There's like a... Yeah, in words. Format distance. Okay, let's install this. So let's yarn add date functions. And we are going to, in the Excalidraw preview, we're actually going to use this. Import from date functions format distance. Was it? Oh. Wow, this took a long time to install. That's weird. Cool. Where are we going to put that? I'm so. By the way, I'm going to get some help by one of our designers at Code Sandbox, Danny, to actually make this look a little bit more appealing. Because I decided to. I'm going to add, like when we release this, I'm going to add GitHub as authentication. Let's see. Okay, so we have. Oh, yeah, because we're using background image. So I guess I can like put something here. So let's put like an li thing. Let's just put a thing here now. So we should have access to metadata. Oh, we don't. Oh, sorry. That's part of the component. Last updated. And how does this actually work? Date. Does it need an actual date? How does this work? Can I just do like new date like this and pass it like epoch? Let's see what happens. Oh. Okay, something. Oh. Invalid time value. Okay. Why? Oh, format distance to now. Ah. Let's use that one instead. Invalid time value. Okay. Why am I having app state and author here? What? Did I do something wrong? Oh, how did that happen? That was a mistake by me. Oh, I think it's when we're creating a new one. Yeah. We don't need. Yeah. We need to remove that. Doesn't matter if it's still there. So when we load this thing, we can say JSON stringify that thing, and we say JSON stringify. Yeah, so this is like the outset. Cool. Anyways, why the hell do we have an invalid time value? Oh, look at this. Firestore. Create a new timestamp. To date. Okay. So we need to. So this would be new Firestore. Is this on Firestore? Yeah. Let's see. New Firebase Firestore timestamp. Oh yeah. So what we're actually getting here, last updated, is actually a Firebase Firestore timestamp. That's what it is. Yeah, and maybe we could just convert that immediately. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's make it a date. And then we just have to this, and then when we load it, well, now we have to do it 2 different places. We have to do it when we load the dashboard and when we okay, no, let's do this thing. Firebase, is it app? Yeah. Firebase Firestore timestamp. That's what it is. And then we can do new. No, it's not that. It's just so this, god damn it, this takes seconds and nanoseconds. Number nanoseconds, because god damn it, has updated. Oh wait, I think it actually is. Yo, sorry, it actually is a timestamp. It's a Firebase timestamp, and then we can just do metadata to date. There we go. This should work. What the hell? Yeah, 9 minutes ago. Cool. And we can like do a little span here. And we can I don't know. Background color. That color is and let's give it some padding. And a little border radius, and we're there. I should probably, I'm putting some inline and some in the CSS now, but all this is going to be cleaned up when we actually put some design into it. Okay, let's just try that for now. Okay, so now we have that information. Now we're going to add, when we're actually inside here, we're going to change this to be SVG icon. Copy paste. I believe like doesn't font awesome. We're just going to have like a clipboard. I want this one. Can I get it in SVG? Regular. Unicode glyph. Where is There it is. Copy to clipboard. Start using this icon. I just want the SVG for it. Can't I do that? Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, oh, cool. We can have like... Do we have one with and without? That would have been nice. Like you have one with... it's like a check. Anyways. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. I just want to... can't I just... Okay. Let's just download React Fontos. Do I need... Do I need all of these? This was confusing. Okay. This should be enough, right? Oh, god damn it. I hate spending time on this. Am I using yarn here? Yeah. And that would be like font awesome icon. Where is it getting that from? I don't understand this. There we go. Oh, so I do need... Oh, okay. Free solid. Okay, so I guess I do need all of these. Okay. What the hell? Oh my god. This is so annoying. Just to have a simple icon, I have to do all this shit. Okay, now I want to do font awesome icon. Can I just get this? And then I want FA clipboard. Cool. Let's see. I shouldn't complain. Like, font awesome is awesome. Oh. Cool. There we have it. But I'm not sure if I want clipboard. How do I kind of get the other one? I want this one. Can I like do something? Can I say like clip? what is this called? It's called style. Oh, I guess that's okay. Anyways, let's just use that. Edit, we should not have, like, it should be like 50 or something now. Doesn't even need to be 50, it can be 40, 30. Oh, I have a lot of padding, I think. Oh, that should be the same now. Cool. A little bit more padding. Okay, let's just try that. Okay, that's cool. Now if I copy, it becomes green. Okay, it looks a little bit shitty, but that doesn't matter. Cool. So now we have split this stuff up, which is good. We actually see when it was updated less than a minute ago. And yeah, so the thing we actually need now is we need a second button here, because we also need like a drop down thing, like a popover, which is going to show you yeah, maybe we should just add this now. I'm going to add radix and stitches. And we're going to make that pop over, and it's going to like delete first. Yeah, first it's going to actually delete something. Okay, so let's radix.js. Wow. I'm surprised how hard it was there. Isn't it called radix? There we are. Wow, it's way down there. So we are going to actually have like, is it called popover? Is that what we want? I think we want a popover, because the drop-down menu is something else, right? What is a popover? Oh, displays rich content in a portal triggered by a button. Yeah, and we basically want to, or do we want a drop-down menu? We kind of want a drop-down menu. Well, this has a selection, and we don't want that. We just want a popover, because we don't want it to like change a selection. Okay, so let's try this. Yarn add React popover. And now let's just copy this. Let's see. And this will be inside Excalidraw. And I guess we could make this our own its own component. I think we need to do that. Popover menu, something like that. to yarn add. We're going to add like the stitches dev. Is this? I think they're changing the API quite a bit, but yeah. And I think they actually have like a migration guide for where's the GitHub? Canary. There we have releases. Yeah. I think they have like a where do we find that migration guide? Because now I think it's called Create CSS. What was the most effective way? Let's see. Yeah. Cool. I think this is like the most basic thing. And then we're able to say import style from wow, what's so slow about this now? Okay, so we have the popover root. Why is this complaining? Oh. Yeah, so we need some props here. We are going to be able to on delete. Let's just function. Yeah, so let's just add this now and see how it looks. There's quite a bit of logic here. We should probably move this to like a provider so that we can focus on the UI. I think we're actually going to do that. So we're going to have an Excalidraw provider. TSX. Let's see. So we're going to have React create context. As use states. No, states. We're grabbing states from React states. And then we're going to export const use Excalidraw. That's going to just be React use context. And then we are going to blah 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 Excalidraw. So we're not going to okay, so we have all the rendering here. So we're just going to return Excalidraw. And then we need a provider, export Excalidraw provider, which is basically children. Children is React node. And this would be context provider. What am I doing now? Oh, sorry. No, this is wrong. This is Excalidraw provider. Sorry. And this should take some children, which is React node, and this returns context provider. The value is Excalidraw, and then the children. This is how we do it. So we have Excalidraw and Excalidraw provider. So inside here now we can basically delete we need an on change, but now it actually gets Excalidraw is use Excalidraw. That is where it gets it from. But this is a little bit interesting because now we are, what are we using the ID for here? And why is this complaining? Excalidraw, there we go. Oh yeah, we're using it for I'm not sure if we actually need this ID. Yeah, I don't think we need that ID. So we don't actually need, so this is the thing, like in, I guess we can use the router for this, or the navigator, because this is where we're rendering the Excalidraw, but we rather want to render the Excalidraw provider. And that's the thing that's actually going to get ID and the user ID. Then we'll render the Excalidraw inside of that. So let's fix that. Excalidraw should not have this stuff. And then the Excalidraw provider. Yeah, that's the one that's taking the user ID and stuff. Okay, cool. So this cleaned it up quite a bit. Let's see if it actually works. Oh. Yeah, and we're back and running. Okay, that's cool. So now we have all the logic here, and then we rather have the actual UI stuff here, which means we can remove a bunch of stuff. I don't think we need this either. Where's this being used? Oh yeah, we should rather export that. Oh. Cool. That's better. That's way better. So where were we? Where were we? Yeah, we have the clipboard there. What the hell were we doing? Yeah, we were adding the popover. So I want the popover to be, this is something, we're calling it, here's the canvas, and here's like the thing. This is like the actual clipboard thingy. And this could even be its own component. Anyways, let's try adding the popover. What do we call it? Popover menu. Oh, on delete. Okay, popover menu on delete. We want to position this thing. And I think we can do this by saying root styled popover root. And then we'll add some stuff. So we're going to say display fixed top 10 right 10, something like that, just to see if we can get it in there. So the question is, where the hell is it? Where are you? So it's here, maybe it's underneath this one. Let's do right 100. Where are you button? Let's do 200. Or do I have to say pixels? Where the hell are you? Or maybe this needs to be on the sorry about that. Maybe this should be on the trigger. How the hell did I position the thing? Oh, it's position fixed. Oh, there it is. Cool. Okay, great. So let's do right. Can I say like width? It's also 30 pixels. Oh. How wide was this one? It had some padding. How much padding did it have? And the width 30 pixels, padding 0.5. So 30. Yeah, we should set a height as well. Anyways, 30, 20. Margin. But it has a padding of 8. Why don't they look the same size? Oh, there's no content there. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but anyways, let's just put like a React icon inside it. what was it? Font awesome. God damn it. Excalidraw. What was it called? Yeah, so this needs to be wider. Okay, cool. But we're not going to use that. We're going to do font awesome. Like a burger. Is that what it's called? Oh, burger menu. Yeah, this thing. Ellipsis. Yeah, and I think we're going to use ellipsis V. Okay, that looks like shit for some reason. Why does it look like shit? Yeah, no idea why it looks like that. It didn't look like very nice, did it? Maybe if I don't set the fixed. What's the height of this thing? 15. Oh, I think it's like box sizing. I think it does like the border box thing, so I kind of want this to be... Okay, I guess I just have to try it. Okay. Anyways, we'll see what we can do about this. I have no idea. Wow, this was more difficult than I thought. And then we have the actual popover content. What's that thing? Oh, it's a close button. Okay, so I guess here we want to... oh my god, styling? It takes so much time. Oh my god. I really don't feel like doing this. Okay, anyways. So this is like content, but we need like our own like menu, for example. Well, I guess it should be like UL, background, color. Oh. Yeah. We need to fix it later. Okay, so we have delete there, but oh, let's put a border around it. Oh, why isn't it like attached to the arrow? Is it because... Oh. There we go. Okay. So we kind of need to position it a little bit. Can we say like position absolute? Does it stick within the thingy? Like, is it relative? Oh, that's good. That's very good. Okay, so padding here would be like 1 rem. I guess we want some... Where's this go? Oh. Anyways, delete. Ugh, this is annoying. Okay, this looks like shit. Background, color, transparent, border. Yeah, let's use a React. Let's say close times. Let's do the times thingy. Okay. It still looks like shit though. God damn it. I'm so bad at this. And then we need like a menu item. Yeah, so the padding shouldn't really be here. It should be on the items. And we can say like 0.5 rem and then 1 rem. Oh, was that a little bit too big? Well, I guess this one also needs a little bit of padding. And then we do like menu item. Wow. What the hell happened there? Oh, it's because of my li. Damn it. Yeah, let's... Oh, god damn it. It's this stuff. Let's move this into the dashboard. Let's fix this. Yeah, and even here we should probably put this into a provider. Oh, this is so boring. This is so boring. Let's see. Dashboard provider. Okay, let's just refactor this quickly and then... Okay, so what we want here is to export the context. And the action, we don't need this. We dashboard provider. And we need to create a context here. Is React create context. as states context. What's it called? Action states is coming from React states. And basically what we need is to export const use dashboard React use context. And now instead of returning all this UI, we are going to return context provider. The value is dashboard. Wow, I really love this pattern. And then we will have children here, which means we need to receive children. What's it called? Children React node. Cool. And then on the dashboard itself, we don't need any of this stuff. We don't need, I don't know if we're using auth for anything in the UI. Oh, I don't think so. So we're just going to say const dash. It's so annoying. My light, like I had this cool light, but it's use dashboard. Didn't I export that? No. I have a feeling installing stitches gave me a ton of there we go. So let's see, const what's it called? It's called what's it called? I guess we can just call it list. And this is called UL. Then I import. Import styled. Okay, and then we have the actual. What did I do? Oh, because it was unused. Okay. Import styled from stitches config. Once item is styled li. This is where we're going to do border radius. What are you unhappy about? Border of font size. Okay, so we are going to say list here instead. Oh, yeah, Yeah, so this is the list, but yeah, each Excalidraw, yeah, so create Excalidraw would be item. Yeah, but this is the silly thing, because now create new Excalidraw. Oh, this is taking so much time. It's so boring. Oh my god. Okay, so this is actually create new Excalidraw. And what I think we need to do is basically, we're not going to do this. We're actually just going to say any li you have in here, do this. I think that's going to work actually. Yeah, now our delete is back as to normal. Yeah, and this is looking the same. Okay, cool. Where did that popover go? Oh, that's weird. Now this says delete, and I can probably click it to delete it. Yeah, but I think I have to stop now. I think I'm just going to publish this in case somebody still needs to use it. Refactor to separate data and some styling fixes. And then yarn deploy. Then tomorrow we can actually fix the final stuff so that you can delete it. Wow, this took a long time. A long time. God damn it. Yeah, so we can delete it, and then we can also add the possibility to, like, you will see your unique identifier there. You will yeah, your unique identifier, the ability to paste in other unique identifiers so they can also edit the sandbox, the Excalidraw. Cool. Okay, that's it for the stream. Thanks for following along, and we'll talk more tomorrow.